Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh,
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, this week in the news today, or the past week, they've dropped every single charge against Trump in all these cases, and in the two civil cases that they tried to get him to pay money, it's now flipped. Now that woman, Jean Carroll, or whatever, falsely accused him. Now she's got to pay him money, and the same thing with Letitia James. So it's all backfired on him. They had to drop the documents case with Jack Smith, or whatever that idiot is. He's being investigated now. The FBI, DOJ, they're all being investigated. That Judge Garland, or I can't think of his name, the judge up there in New York, he's being investigated. And you know all about Fanny Panny, they're all being investigated too. So, all the cases against him dropped, gone. He's not a felon. So the left can stop saying that he's a convicted felon, because he's not. Anyways, he keeps winning all around, and hopefully brings some justice to everything that's been going on. He does what he says he's going to do this time around. We'll see. But that's the only big news I saw, really, what's going on. Let's get on to what I really want to talk to you about. So, I just got done watching Gladiator 2, the sequel, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's nothing like the first one, not even close. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like really great. The guy who's playing the kid, Lucius or whatever, from the first movie, doesn't even look like him, or not even close to what the kid looked like. Plus, there's a scene where it shows him where he's just all super buffed, and I'm like, what the? It just makes no sense. I just don't picture this dude as the kid. Used to be the kid. Of course, you got that idiot Pedro in there. I can't stand him. He plays this general who's now married to his mother, and you got these two bratty boys who are the emperors now, and they're just cocky little sons of bitches you just want to bend over your knee and spank the shit out of. And I get, everyone else looks normal, but they've got to have these super painted faces and look ridiculous. I'm like, nah, that's not the way. Get out of here with that nonsense. It just looks dumb. They threw these clown makeup faces on them, and it was dumb looking. the story, is Lucius grows up, goes back to Rome as a gladiator, competes in the games, and then takes back his throne. That's pretty much the whole gist of the story. It really is. But whatever. People die along the way. Of course, he's the son of General Maximus or whatever. Yeah, Maximus. Russell Crowe's character. Like I said, it had a little bit of action in it, but it was more drama based this time around than it was action based. And just for nostalgia, they threw a couple of scenes in there that reminded you of the original Gladiator. Like he does that one move where he takes both his swords and chops off someone's head. That's in this one too. And there's a couple other things in there. But you're just like, yeah, okay. They have this one scene where they fill the entire the hell is it? Coliseum. They fill the entire bottom of the Coliseum with water, supposedly. And they have two boats come out there and have them battle it out. Like they're on the sea or some shit. It was the dumbest shit I ever seen. Because I don't think they've ever done that. Back then, I don't think that ever really happened. Them filling up the whole Coliseum with water. And then having two ships go out there and battle it out. I don't buy that one. It was just dumb. Anyways, like I said, the movie's okay. It's worth a one-time watch. But it's not something I would, see again, over and over again, The first movie, yeah. This one, no. It didn't even come close to what the first movie was. I give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's worth a one-time watch. It was decent enough for that. Other than that, that's it. It wasn't that good of a movie. Okay. Let's move on to your B movie reviews. Okay, movieaholics. This week is Sci-Fi week. Now, before I get into these movies, know that neither one of them have box office numbers that I could find. I think they just both went to straight to video. The first one was done in 1985 and starred Tim Thomerson and Art LaFleur. It's a Charles Band movie, and he does a lot of B-rated shit from back in the 80s. He did a bunch of stuff for Full Moon. He did Puppet Master. That's Charles Band. So he's been in the B-rated movie game for quite a while. Anyways, the movie is called Zone Troopers. Now, I've seen this, when I'm looking up movies and stuff to watch. I've seen this before mentioned, but I thought it, just from the cover, it looked so damn cheesy and goofy. Even though it's an 80s, just about every 80s B movie has some kind of cheese in it. I just thought, man, that just looks so cheesy. I really didn't know anything about it. But then I found out who starred in it, and I also found out what the story was basically about. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and watch it. And you know what? For an 80s B movie, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, yeah, of course it had some cheese in it. It's about aliens. But, it wasn't bad. Basically, you have a World War II. It's done in World War II. They're fighting Nazis. You're following a squad of Americans fighting a Nazi SS unit. And the SS unit comes across a spaceship that's crashed, and they're trying to keep it hidden. And the American unit, they just happen to stumble across them. Most of them get killed. But the American unit ends up trying to protect the aliens and get them off the planet so the Nazis can't get a hold of them, because they don't want the Nazis getting their technology and shit. At one point in time, they blow up the spaceship that the aliens came in just so the Nazis couldn't get a hold of their tech. But anyways, that's literally the entire movie. Them trying to stop the Nazis from getting the alien tech and helping the aliens get off the planet. It was a decent movie, honestly. I thought it wasn't that bad. Surprisingly. Okay, let's move on to your next. 2 thumbs up. It's actually a good movie. Check it out. If you have never heard of or seen it, you'll be surprised. Alright, let's move on. The next one I watched, right after I watched Zone Troopers, I was just like, what's this? So I clicked on it and started watching it. And it's called Solar Crisis. It was done in 1990. Starred Tom Matheson and Annabelle Schofield. I guess that's how you, I don't know, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her last name. This movie was basically about a group of astronauts trying to stop a solar flare from the sun, because they figured if it popped off, it would scorch the earth and kill everything on earth, burn it to crisp. So that they sent a group of astronauts up in space in a spaceship called Helios, and along the way they kept running across. There was a saboteur on board, and they kept running across malfunctions, mechanical malfunctions, because of the saboteur. And they kept having to try to fix them on the way there. And that's basically what most of the movie was about. Now, you did have an offshoot storyline where his son, Tim Matherson's son, is trying to get a message to him about the saboteur. Grandpa, which is played by Charles Heston, goes down to Earth, or I'm not sure if it was Earth or it could have been somewhere else. One of the other planets in the solar system. He goes down to the planet to try to find his grandson. Um, there's a corporation called, I think it's called IFL or some crap like that. They're the reason for the saboteur. They don't want it. They don't think anything's really going to happen, and it's a waste of money and time for them to go up there into space. They want the tech that the astronauts, the group that runs the astronauts, like NASA or some shit. They built a bomb that's like 10 times more powerful than an atomic bomb. I think they called it a neutron bomb or some shit like that. That's what they were going to use to force the flare to flare out on the other side of the sun, so it wouldn't burn the Earth. From what I understand, this movie was originally done in Japan. It was based off a novel by a Japan sci-fi writer, or Japanese sci-fi writer, and it didn't do good at all in Japan, this movie, even though you have a slew of B-movie stars in this movie. I mean, you really do. There's a ton of them. You'll recognize just about everyone in this movie. All B-movie actors. I mean, you got Jack Palance in this as well. So, anyways, that's the gist of the movie. They changed it when they brought it here to America, and it didn't really do well over here either. Even though the novel did really well, supposedly, it just, as a movie form with the all-star B-movie cast, it just didn't work. There were a crap ton of these type of movies too back in the 90s. Something about the sun or a comet, like the Armageddon movies, that kind of Deep Impact. You had a bunch of these type of asteroid, comet, disaster movies, or something to do with the sun, Mission to Mars, where the tech is always like just a century above where we're at. So all the spaceships and shit are like these white Lego pieces, it's just, you just had a slew of those type of movies. And I never could get into any of these type of movies, where they're still wearing huge NASA bubble suits or white with the face mask. I never could get into that kind of crap. It has to be more futuristic for me to really get into space shit. But anyways, check it out if you want. It was okay, but only, and not because of the story. I could care less about the story. It was the actors. I liked most of the actors in this movie. The story was just kind of lame. It's been done 100 times. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to watch this kind of movie, go ahead. It's okay for a one-time watch, but I didn't think it was all that great. Anyways, that's all I have for you this week. If you can think of any underrated or B movies that you think I've never even heard of or seen, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below. I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you this week. So until next time, I told you be told the truth, and you've just been told.